So when it comes to building these houses, Steve, like people always want to know, what are the costs? Like, how much does it cost to build a little estate like this?
This is a cul-de-sac.
Yeah. What is a cul-de-sac different from a when does it become an estate?
well, for me, an estate is when it's like 20 plus houses. A cul-de-sac with one way in, one way out, and in a nice little gated community.
Well, you could call that a driveway.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, building this cul-de-sac. Yeah, the cul-de-sac of houses. Where do people start? Like, where do you start when it comes to doing, knowing the cost?
So first, I always work backwards. So I look at the end value of this site. Look at each house that we're looking to build. What is that end value? And then from there, I can go, okay, well, now I've got the end value. I'll now look at the size. So if you take the average house size across England, depending on what area you're in, gives you a different price per square foot, square metre. Us knowing this area and creative construction working in this area, we've sort of now started nailing down the costs. So with what we're looking to do here, we're looking to build luxury high-end houses that have better mod cons than most average houses.
High-end for the area.
Yeah, high-end for the area.
So what you're saying is we're always looking at the GDV to begin with.
Yeah.
So like we have to look at what's the headline selling price in this area, and we always got to ask that question, the golden question, which is, if I got that amount of money, would I buy that house?
Exactly.
If I was looking for a house on that budget in this area, would I? Because if there's another house, or there's other houses that are in the area, then if I'm thinking that, then other people are going to think that.
Exactly. So for me, this is a quite unique build for us, because each house is going to be different. Even though they're all going to be 4 or 5 beds, each one is a different type, each one is a different style, each one, even though they have the sort of same requirements, they're different shapes, different sizes, and a lot of different criteria. So with that, for the build cost of something like this, we've inflated it a little bit, but we're still looking around probably the 250 to 280,000 £1,000 mark for the type of houses that we're looking to build here. We have inflated it to bring in the modern age with the technical gadgets, the air conditioning and stuff like that. So
so that's the cost, yeah?
Yeah, that's the cost.
So you've inflated the costs. Yeah, and we always like to do the worst case scenarios, yeah?
Yes.
So when we're working the numbers out. In this now, so the GDV on this deal is 4.3 million, Steve, right? That's for the 6 houses, so that's for times 6. The build costs for us to do it with our team and our contractors is going to be what? 2.1 million. So that's the build costs, yeah? So B costs.
Yeah, so for this area, what we've done is again, we know the cost per square metre is roughly about £1,700 per square metre, which sort of breaks down again to about £195 per square foot, I believe. So that's how we sort of work out our costings per house, per build. And then again, this site with the houses that we're looking to build, with the inflation of doing very high-end luxury, it's going to be roughly about 2.2 million to build this project here.
So when you do that square metre, is that including all the sexy stuff, bringing the driveways in and all of the landscaping, everything like that?
Yeah, it does. If because this is costing 2.1, that'll be the roads and everything. So yeah, so it will.
Yeah, so the 2.1 is not made up from 1,700 quid per square metre. There's stuff added on top of that as well.
Yeah.
Nice. coming on site and like doing all of these different things, it always excites me because like it's just the same formula that I've been using doing flips, doing HMOs, that it all just fits in. You've got to start with a GDV in the end. Yeah, we've got to put costs together. So however the costs are made up, that it still ultimately just comes under costs. Yeah, then I've got to take out any other additional costs and some selling costs, and then that's going to equal what my profit's going to be. Yeah, so like when I'm selling, that's the formula I want to use. If I'm renting, because on jobs like this, we want to make sure that it works when it's renting as well. You know, just in case it comes to the time of finishing the job, don't always know what state the market is, and anybody who only just relies on flipping and selling is a risky business because you just never know what can happen in the area, what can happen in the marketplace. So how do I feel looking at jobs like this compared to the usual HMOs, the jobs that stack up to like sometimes 400, 500, 600k GDV to go into the millions GDV? It excites me. Now, I like the bigger numbers, I like the bigger profits, I like our worst case scenarios, like £300,000-400,000, so like we absolutely mess everything up, versus if we pull everything off to what we expect it to be, it's what, 1.3 million. What I want to say to anybody listening is like, you got to get started with something. So like, got to get skin in the game, and that then says the wheels in motion. So like I would say to anybody who wants to get started, whether it is developments, HMOs, buy-to-lets, just the first property, just generating a stream of income. Get skin in the game, things will start to happen.